Scott Menzel, We Live Entertainment. How are you?
Great.
Well,
How are you?
Good. Love the movie. Just love the first one as well. And I'd like to talk a little bit start this off with the evolution of your characters and having to be a little bit more mature this time around. So if each of you can kind of talk a little bit about that process going from the first movie to the second movie.
Yeah, I think the first film, we weren't as settled into our characters, and we were kind of just trying to figure everything out, and I feel like in the second film, Jack and I, we didn't know each other that well while we were shooting the first film, kind of like our characters, and then the evolution of our relationship and Billy and Freddie's is actually very similar. It's we're kind of going through the same thing. Fast forward to Shazam 2, Jack and I are now like brothers. And so, yeah, I mean, they're super close now, and they've gone through a lot together, and, it's been a great, I think, 2 years of bonding and getting to know each other. And, Billy feels like he's finally found his real family, and he has people that he can rely on.
And I wanted to ask about the family dynamic in this movie. I'm someone who comes from a household where I grew up with foster children throughout my life, and one of the things that really connects with me about this film and the previous one is the attention to detail of what that foster family looks like, that dynamic. What was that like, kind of creating that family dynamic of such, like, I love the multicultural aspect of it, because that was like my family.
I felt that way too, and it's great to see some authenticity in a movie for, especially a superhero movie that's aimed to be fantastical and, extraterrestrial, not alien. I'm not talking about that. You know what I mean? But it's great to see that, and I love the representation of foster families, because you don't really see that much of it.
No.
But it's a brilliant thing to see, and then also incorporating the superhero aspect is really incredible too. I think it's metaphorical also for, like, these kids they're striving for something deeper. They're striving for something bigger than themselves. And what's bigger than themselves? I mean, besides God or having a child, I think, like, becoming a superhero, being the greatest accessing your greatest potential, being the best version of yourself you can be. And I think that's the goal ultimately.
Yeah. Working with David, he's such a phenomenal filmmaker, and his genres jumping from the horror to the superhero to kind of blurring the lines between a horror and a superhero movie. What did you learn from him as actors that you will take away for another project?
I feel like David's so good at balancing tones, with his horror background and now comedy, and the way that he puts them together is so unique. And I mean, I feel like that's definitely something we can learn from, especially as actors, and definitely we're gonna venture on to be filmmakers one day, producers, and I think it's pretty amazing what he's been able to do and how he executes his vision. I think it's something I learned a lot from.
Yeah, couldn't have said it better. He's so avant-garde.
Thank you very much. Good seeing you again.
Cheers.
Nice to meet you. Thank you.